Hi, welcome everyone. My name is Sarah Carr, and I'm the coordinator for the Coastal Marine Ecosystem Waste Management Tools Network. We're glad you could all be here today. Um, let's see. We're pleased to have Doug Marcy from NOAA Coastal Services Center here today. He's going to be presenting on mapping and visualizing sea level rise and coastal flooding impacts. And before we get started, I wanted to let everyone know how to ask questions. Now, there's two ways to ask questions. You can raise your virtual hand. There's a little hand icon in your user interface. If you raise your virtual hand, you can be unmuted and ask your question directly to Doug. This option only works if you have a working microphone, if you're using the voice over IP, or if you've put in the PIN number if you're using the telephone. And we'll save questions directly to Doug for the question and answer period at the end of the presentation. But the other option is to type the questions into the question panel, and then I'll see them and relay them to Doug. And you feel free to send questions like this in throughout the webinar. We'll hold really substantive questions for the end, but we can ask clarifying questions during the presentation if needed. So anyway, welcome, Doug. We're very pleased you could be here today, and I'll turn it over to you now.
Okay, great. Thank you, Sarah. Good afternoon for those on the West Coast, and for those, on the East Coast, for those on the West, good morning still. Just to give you a little bit of background about who I am first and where I work, and then I'll get into the presentation. I'm a coastal hazard specialist at the Coastal Services Center. The NOAA Coastal Services Center is within the National Ocean Service, which is in NOAA. And we specialize in working with the coastal zone management community and trying to translate